out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. Lawrence now off the bootleg. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now they'll shift things around. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, wide open, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yardage, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 7. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They give this one to their receiver, Watkins. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. You look at this Jaguar defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
8-yard pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Eagles 3.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are once again back in front. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Eagles 10, Jaguars 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the... Yard line.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
So given 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Here is 3rd down and 4.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
ETN once more. Dances by him. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Jaguars in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And the way they played last week defensively, when I watched the tape, I had to stop it a couple of times and count to make sure there were just 11 guys on their side of the field because they covered every angle handle and thoroughly shut down the other side. Hold them to just 7 points total. They do that again, that'll get the job done one more time in a big way.
Let's go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action. It's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. A gain of 22.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. Sidney Brown in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They go play action with Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Straight ahead, ETN. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
13, Luke.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Jacksonville. Christian Kirk from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and throw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting it and by him going up and getting it.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Swift going to try up the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Second down and 4. Now Hurts changing up the play. On 2nd down and 4. Hurts. And he floats one there, incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hey, run!
Now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And to throw again is Lawrence. Forced out to his left. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, probably not much how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. He completes it to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Gets this out wide to Pickens. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Lawrence on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout. as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Johnson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here. Defensively at the 40-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Hurts going to move him around. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with ETN. And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence to the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff to Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The man in motion is Brown. And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, but instead, here's Swift. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 4th and 1. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it. It worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal. So it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. Here's Hurts to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Complete, Smith has it. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Jaguars 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Rip, 23.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here.
Go.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turn.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 46 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14.
Eagles 31, Jaguars 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Kill.
1st and 10.
11.
41-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't think, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go play action with Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Jags have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Here's Hurts being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Second down. Here's Hurts. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes.